You need to make sure your camera is on. That way I can see what you're doing. We are going to review today. We're just going to start reviewing things that were harder for you guys. So, we're doing review. Okay? Okay. All right. First problem. Remember, we're reviewing. You have learned how to do this in the past, so no one panic. If you don't remember, that's why we're reviewing. But you have learned this, okay? Letting you know now. I want you to add these fractions. 5/6 plus 2/3. Add fractions. 5/6 plus 2/3. I still see people working. You have plenty of time. That's why we're reviewing. Do your personal best. Evan, what are you doing? Doesn't look like you're trying. All right, looks like some of us have stopped. All right, so to add a fraction, we have to have the same common denominator. Our denominators have to be the same. And right now, 6 and 3 are not the same. So we need to make them be the same. So what goes into both 6 and what both goes into 3? Let me count by 6s. 6, 12, 18. Let me count by 3. 3, 6, 9. Oh, look, we already have a common denominator, 6. So 5/6 gets to stay the same. We don't have to change that guy. But we do have to change 2/3. And what we do to the bottom, we have to do to the top. To get 3 to 6, you have to multiply it by 2. So we need to multiply the top by 2 as well. So now we have 5/6 plus 4/6. All right, let's add those up. 5 plus 4 is 9. 6, we just go over, which is 6. So we get 9 over 6, but that is an improper fraction. So we cannot leave it 9 over 6. No, 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 no. We have to change it. We need to see how many wholes are in this fraction. So we can get 1 whole 6th out. So that would be 1 whole and 3/6. But we can simplify. 3 and 6 can go into each other. So our final answer is 1 and 1/2. I repeat, final answer, 1 and 1/2. Let me see your boards. Let me see how you did. Oh, I'm seeing people remembered. I'm seeing correct answers. Remember, it always has to be in simplest form. Evan, I want to see your work. 4 numbers is not enough, okay? Like, do you see how much work I have, Evan? You wrote 4 numbers. That's not enough. Michaela Freeze, it is 1 and 1/2. It is not just 1/2, ma'am. You have to have the whole 1 that we took out. Okay, it is 1 and 1/2. You can't forget that 1. Cadence, we're not doodling. Please don't draw flowers. We are simply focusing on math. If you didn't get that right, that's okay, because we're going to keep on doing it. So those of you that kind of forgot, that's okay. We're going to do another problem. Let's see how you do this time. More addition, okay? Let's see how you do this time. I'm thinking of a good number. Hold on. There was no decimals anywhere, Mia, in that problem. I'm trying to think of a good one. Okay, let's do. All right. Cadence, I don't know what you're doing. Oh, well, we can practice that later, Mia. This whole week we're going to be reviewing. So today we're going to be reviewing adding and subtracting fractions. Tomorrow we can do decimals. All right. 4/5 plus 3/6. 4/5 plus 3/6. 4/5 plus 3/6. Okay, Landon, right now we are adding fractions, okay? We're not worrying about decimals right now, Landon, okay? We are going to review everything, but right now we're just gonna focus on adding fractions. 4/5 plus 3/6. No, we don't. The denominators just go straight across. Remember, we are adding them. You need to find the common denominator. This is the exact same thing as we just did. Same thing. We are adding fractions. 4/5 plus 3/6. Landon, Rebus, are you focusing? Remember, you find the common denominator and it just goes over. Landon, if you stop typing in the chat and stop worrying about the chat, maybe we'd be able to remember, okay? Stop typing random things in the chat because you're not focusing. I see that. All right, let's give it a try. If you're not totally done, that's fine. So, remember, first thing is we need to find the common denominator between 5 and 6. So what's Mrs. Kneifel going to do? I'm going to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I ran out of space. That's probably enough. Let's count by 6s. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Oh, look, my common denominator is 30. So I write 30 for both of my denominators. Now, remember what we do to the bottom, we have to do to the top. So we had to multiply 5 times 6 to get to 30. So we need to multiply 6 times 4. 6 times 4 is 24. We had to multiply 6 5 times to get to 30. So 5 times 3 is 15. So now our new problem is 24 over 30 plus 15 over 30. So 24 plus 15 happens to be 39. So our new problem is 39 over 30. But can we leave it like that? No, we cannot, because that is an improper fraction. So we need to take the whole out. 30 can go into 39 one time. So if we take away the whole, we have 1 and 9 over 30. But guess what? Can we stop there? No, because we can simplify. 9 and 30 can both be divided by 3. Our final answer is 1 and 3/10. Our final answer is 1 and 3/10 because 3 can go into 9 3 times and 3 can go into 30 10 times. Final answer, 1 whole and 3/10. So it looks like some of you guys just forgot to simplify, but besides that, it looks like you guys got the right answer. What are we confused about, Landon? I'm confused doesn't help me. Can I see your board? How did I get 10? Because our answer was 1 and 9/30. But I can simplify by 3. 3 can go into both 9 and 30. 3 times 10 equals 30. So we can divide 3 by 30 and get 10. So that's how I got 1 over 3/10. Does that make sense, Landon? Okay, so how can I help you, Landon? Because I just explained it again. All we did was simplify. We can simplify 9 and 30 by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 3 divided by 30 is 10. That is how I got 10, because 3 can go into 30 10 times. All we're doing there is simplifying. Anyone else have any other questions? If not, we're going to do one more addition problem. Then we'll do a subtraction. Cadence, I just told you what we were going to do next, okay? And earlier in this chat, or earlier in this whole thing, I said we were going to be reviewing all week. Eventually, we will multiply fractions. Right now, we're going to add, and then we're going to subtract, like I just said, okay? All right, let's give this one a try. 4/12 plus 4/24. 4/12 plus 4/24. Yes, Landon. You simplify if you need to simplify. Not every problem needs to be simplified. If it can be simplified, yes, simplify. You should always get a fraction to its smallest form. Or simplest. I shouldn't say smallest, I should say simplest. If it can be simplified, please simplify it. If it can be simplified, it has to be both the top and the bottom, not just one. If a fraction can be simplified, both the top and the bottom can be divided by a number. Most likely, Mia. All right. So, once again, Landon, focus, okay? Stop typing in the chat and just look at my board. We need to find a common denominator between 12 and 24. So, I'm going to count by 12s. 12, 24, 36. I'm going to count by 24. 24, 48. Oh, look, my common denominator is 24, which means I do not need to change 4 over 24. That guy can stay perfectly fine, the same, because he already has 24 as our denominator. But we need to change 12 or 4 over 12 because we need to get 12 to 24. How many times do we multiply 12 to get to 24? Twice. So then we have to multiply the top by 2 as well. 2 times 4 is 8. So now I have 8 24ths plus 4 24ths. 8 plus 4 is 12. 24. Move it on over. Am I finished? No, I'm not finished because we can divide. We can simplify. 12 can go into itself, and it can also go into 24. So your answer should be 1/2. I repeat, 1/2. No, it's separate. Like, Isabella, next week we take the reading one. And then the following week we take the math one. And then the following week we take the science. Or the social studies, I mean. So it's super spread out. You only have one, like, it's like per week. So 1 week we do reading, 1 week we do math, 1 week we do social studies. So it's spread out.
How does that work with the state thing?
What?
With our state project? And then the reading and the math and social studies?
We'll fit it in. All right, 1/2. How'd we do, friends? No, Paisley, that's not how it works. Well, I don't know why we're all panicked about iLearn all of a sudden. Like, it's fine. We're going to do practice tests before we even take the real thing, so calm down. Next week, we're doing the reading test. Next week, okay? It's not a big deal. Maybe. All right, you guys can erase. 1/2 was the correct answer. All right, we only have time for about one subtraction problem, and then we will be out of time, but we can still get one in. Anyway, stop panicking about the test. It's not a big deal. It is important to get a good night's sleep before a test, and I want everyone to try their best, but it's not like no one needs to panic. You guys have learned so much this year. Like, you've learned way more than you think you have. For sure, you guys have grown so much. Like, I'm not nervous for you guys because I think you guys have learned so much, so you guys don't need to panic, okay? Okay. So we're going to do one subtraction real quick. Remember, just like in addition, you have to have the same common denominator for subtraction. And remember, subtraction, you cannot change the order of the numbers because this is subtraction. Addition, you can change the order. It doesn't matter. Subtraction, Landon, we're not talking about that right now. For subtraction, you have to write it the way I wrote it, and you cannot switch the numbers around. So the question is 8/9 minus 1/3. I repeat, 8/9 minus 1/3. Right now, we are only focused on this. Evan, we are taking the test regardless of COVID, okay? Pretty sure I already said that today. Let's not worry about summer school either. Summer school and iLearn aren't connected.
Okay.
All right. So just like in addition, you have to have the same common denominator. So I'm going to count by 9. 9, 18, 27. I'm going to count by 3. 3, 6, 9. Oh, look, my common denominator is 9. So we do not need to change 8 over 9, but we do have to change the 1/3. We have to times it by 3 because 3 to get to 9 is 3. So 3 times 3 is 9, and 3 times 1 is 3. So now we have 8 minus 3, which is 5. Bring our 9 over, which is 9. We cannot simplify that. Your answer should be 5/9. Let me see your board. Well, I said subtract, Mia. Let me see your boards. Let me see your boards. No, Landon, I literally just said there is no way to simplify 5/9. Nothing can go in evenly to 5 and 9. The answer is 5/9. Like I just said. All right, looks like most of us got that right. Fabulous. All right. Once again, Landon, you have to have the same common denominator to subtract just like you do to add. I left 8/9 alone and brought it down. I needed to multiply 3 times 3 to get it to 9, which changed 1/3 to 3/9. 8 minus 3 equals 5. You bring your 9 over. Your answer is 5/9. Okay, let's pay attention the first time I do it. All right, we only have 2 more minutes, so that's not enough time to do a problem. Tomorrow, more reviews. We'll probably do decimals tomorrow, more fractions Thursday, and so on and so forth. But for the most part, most of you remembered how to do this, so that's fabulous. So go, you guys. I will miss you. I will see you all in reading class. So long, farewell. No. On Tuesday, we end at 20, Cadence, because my class has art. That's 5 or more, so I'm gonna... My class, as you finish, I need you to hop in line for restroom break and art. Make sure you have at least your pencil.